I'm gonna let the people get in here first. I'm gonna let the people get in here first. I'm gonna let the people get in here first. So I'm gonna let the people get in here because it's a lot I want to talk about, and I'm not going to get hype. I'm not going to get mad. If you don't know football, then you need to leave this chat. If you don't know the game of football, you need to leave this chat if you don't know the game of football. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you because the Rams deserve this win. The Rams deserve this win, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm gonna tell you why. They wanted it more. People wanna blame Carr so quickly for this game. Yes, Carr played like shit. But this team as a whole. Now, and the reason why I say that because if you know the game of football, one person can't win a game for you. One person can't win a game for you. You say Carr has no heart. If Carr has no heart, then you can leave my chat, bro. Because Carr was sitting on the sideline when the defense gave up 98-yard drive to a quarterback that just got to the Rams 2 days ago. This is my situation, right? I listen. This is why I wanted to get shirts made saying, "This is who we are." This is exactly who we are, Raider Nation. This is exactly who we are. The Raider Nation is more deserving of this, and it's a lot of things that went down. 99 yards, less than 1 minute. That would have happened if we would have scored in the red zone. Yeah, that's true too. But for the most part, the defense played. The defense did what they needed to do up into that fourth quarter, giving up 14 points in the fourth quarter. They looked past Josh McDaniels as a coach. He looked past his team. He did not put a great game plan together. And I think I kind of have to blame myself for that. Because in my preview video, I gave Josh McDaniels his praise for good play calling against the Chargers. I think I have to put that on myself. We got 27 people in the chat. Hit that like button, y'all. We got 27 people in the chat. Hit that like button. But I thought that Josh McDaniels was more aggressive in the first half than he was in the second. He didn't look in the second half. He didn't look at Mac Hollins or Devontae Adams at all in this second half. And mind you, we coming off of a short week. I thought Josh McDaniels would have a game plan, knowing that we coming off a. See, this is my thing. Josh McDaniels is running Josh Jacobs into the ground. Y'all can say what y'all want. Y'all can say what y'all want. But Josh McDaniels is running Josh Jacobs into the ground. He definitely is. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. I know I can't get to all the chats, but like, shout out to everybody that's in the chat. I really do appreciate y'all. But he's running him into the ground. We have 3 other running backs on this roster, which is Brandon Bolden, which I'm not a big fan of. Brandon Bolden, and then we have Amir Abdullah, where we barely use him in this offense, where he fits Josh McDaniel's scheme when it comes to running backs, is Zamir White. We don't use any of them at all. We just don't. We use not one of those running backs, but we give Josh Jacobs 27 carries, 18 in the first half. One thing about this is we were very, very creative in the first half. We were very creative, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to put that out there, but we were very creative, with Mac Hollins with the end around and the reverse end around that was pitched to Josh Jacobs to send it to Mac Hollins. We was really creative offensively. We threw 2 deep balls to Devontae Adams in the first half when the man only had 3 receptions for 71 yards. That what killed me because of this. There's no way you have the best receiver in football. This was the best receiver in football. And you don't put the ball in his hands in the second half? I'm sorely to say, y'all can say what y'all want about this 98-yard drive, but the offense takes this L. Y'all can say what y'all want about the 98-yard drive, but the offense takes this L. Takes this L. We got 27 people in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button. We only got 15 likes. But I'm not understanding how this defense gave us opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity over and over and over again. We were 1 for 4 in the red zone. So that means we went to the red zone 5 times and only to get 3 field goals and a touchdown. I'm confused. Like I'm confused. There's no way you have the best wide receiver in football and you don't target him into the last 2 plays of the game. We was 1 of 5. 1 of 4. I'm sorry, 1 of 4, because I'm looking at the stat right now. We was 1 of 4. We wasn't 0 for 6 in the red zone because Josh Jacobs scored a rushing touchdown in the red zone, and that was the first drive of the game. So I'm actually looking at the stat right now. We were 1 of 4 in the red zone, not 0 of 6. We was 1 of 4. We only went to the red zone 5 times. Only went to the red zone 5 times. And I'm just like, I'm really in complete shock right now. Like, the way we lost this game. I understand Rock Yassin was not there. I can completely understand that. And yeah, I'm like, I'm kind of like in shock about this. Like, we won 3 straight playing aggressively. Frank White, I don't think it has nothing to do with that pick at the end of the half. I don't think it has nothing to do with that pick at the end of the half. It doesn't, because you still had another 2 quarters to redeem yourself from that. But just what Josh McDaniels did, he just kept running the ball, running the ball, running the ball, running the ball, running the ball. Run, 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 run. That's all he kept doing was running the ball, running the ball. Get these receivers involved. You got to get Mac Hollins involved. You got to get Keelan Cole involved. Like, people can say what they want. People can blame the defense all they want. Like I said, I'm not blaming the defense because the defense did not shit the bed until the 4th quarter. This offense shit the bed from the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. The 1st quarter was the best looking way that we looked all game. Sad but true. But we let a Baker Mayfield and Patrick Graham, you got some fault in this too. Because why are you playing pressed on a drive? They have less than a minute with no timeouts. Why are you playing press? And then here goes Justin Tillery with the unsportsmanlike conduct. And then you had Amik Robinson holding on the pass interference. I like, you let a man come in. You let a guy come in for being off waivers on Tuesday. And let him come in and beat you. It was a very stupid and young unsportsmanlike penalty. But this is my thing though. People fail to realize this, right? B-Tail Breakdown, you said he literally had 2 days to learn a playbook. But Baker Mayfield has been in this league for a long period of time now. It's a copycat league. He might not know the terminology of Sean McVay's offense, but he knows how to deplete a defense. This is not just a quarterback that's just a rookie and don't know the playbook at all. Baker Mayfield was calling his own shots out there. Let's keep it a buck. Baker Mayfield was playing backyard football out there. He said, fuck the terminology. He know how to exploit defense because he's been in this league. He's been on 2 different teams. So this is just not a guy that doesn't know anything. This guy knows how to exploit defense. This guy took the Browns to the playoffs. So when it comes to, even though Baker Mayfield, even though that he didn't know the offense as well, I'm sorry to say, but if y'all putting this blame just on Derek Carr by itself and you have nothing else to blame, you don't know the game of football. Because Carr's not the only one at blame here. Carr's not the only one at blame here, y'all. He's not the only one y'all have to blame. And this is what kills me about some Raider content creators. It kills me for some Raiders fans that you want to throw this loss automatically on Carr when you had a Josh McDaniels that did not game plan for this game. Josh McDaniels did not put this offense in position at all. Josh McDaniels did not put this offense in position to score. He got comfortable at the end of the half at 16-3. He got comfortable. Very, very comfortable. You're not going to sit here and tell me and blame just Carr. Yes, the last 2 touchdowns, the 14 unanswered, yes. You can blame the defense on that, but am I blaming the defense for the second quarter and the third quarter when they got us Cam Akers fumble and all those 3 and outs that this defense got us? Are we blaming Derek Carr for a defense that gave up 98 yards less than a minute? No. But did Derek Carr play a good game? No. I'm one of those type of Derek Carr fans where you criticize him when he plays like shit, and you don't criticize him when he plays good. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see if I can flip this real quick. Hold up. I don't know if I can flip this real quick. I was trying to flip it because I got to put my phone on a charger. Give me a second here. Let me try to put this bad boy on the charger real quick. before my phone die on y'all. You know we really can't afford that. So, but yeah, like we like I don't understand what people are trying. Like I don't understand people's situation. I don't understand the situation here. Let's just keep it real. And we got 45 people in the chat, man. Why we only got 27 likes? What are we doing? What are you doing? How many times Mark David have to tell this guy how to play football? Who? The Raiders, I love you, win or lose or tie. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I love my team. I love my team. Don't get me wrong. I love my team. I really do. But we just want, like, Josh McDaniels went back to why we lose games when we're up. He went back to that same comfortability. I didn't like that. I didn't like it at all. I really didn't like it at all. You could love and criticize. That's a fact. You gotta. Why can't people in the chat just see the whole game? I don't know. I don't know why people just can't see the whole game. I don't get it. I don't know why they can't see the whole game. If you was the thing about it is that the fact that my live stream was buffering so bad. The Raider up again, and Derek Carr had a bad game. Yes, Derek Carr had a bad game, but what we're not going to do is just blame Derek Carr. The play caller was suspicious, man. The coverage, that last job cost us the game. Yeah, but I criticize the Cowboys a ton if they do something dumb. Yeah, you have to criticize your team when you got it. And my situation is this, right? Even though I gotta work in the morning, but I still wanted to do this live. Like I did. We need a QB. Carr is good, but not Patrick or Allen. You're not gonna. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you think that you're going to get a Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen type of quarterback in this year's draft, then I don't know what you're watching. I don't see C.J. Stroud being as good in the NFL. I don't see Bryce Young being as good in the NFL. I don't see, the only person that I might see good out of those quarterbacks that might come out is Hendon Hooker and Caleb Williams, if Caleb Williams does come out. But I don't see, like, I'm not going for no quarterback in the first round. I'm just not. You know why? Because these quarterbacks ain't going to live up to the hype. And a lot of quarterbacks in this league a lot of teams in this league don't need a quarterback right now. But I'm sorry to say, but it's more to this team that needs help than just the quarterback position. I'm sorry to say, I'm sorry to bust your bubble, because I'm not that type of content creator to tell you what you want to hear. I tell you what you need to hear. I'm not that type of YouTuber that, I'm not the type of YouTuber to what you hear what you say. But this is a bad team loss. A bad team loss. But this defense gave this offense opportunity after opportunity. It didn't mind you. I think a lot of the people said the interception. A lot of people say the interception at the end of the half hurt. You know what really hurt? When we had to rotate our offensive line again. Nobody talks about that though. We want to talk about Carr. We want to talk about all these other skill positions, but we won't talk about how two of our starting offensive linemen went down tonight. And nobody talks about that. How Alex Bars cannot come back, and you had to move Dylan Parham from right guard to left guard. And then you had to put Thayer Munford. No, actually you had to put him, you had to move, then Illuminor gets hurt. Like, nobody wants to talk about how two of our starting offensive linemen, that was the success of our 3-0. Nobody wants to talk about that. That offensive line was the reason why we were 3-0. Let's keep it a buck. When Alex Bars went down, that was crucial. But nobody wants to talk about that. It doesn't matter. Listen, this is Dominique 5. You can say how many injuries that the Rams have, but they still went out there. They still NFL players. Just because they didn't have their star players out there like Stafford, Aaron Donald, and Cooper Kupp, they didn't have their 3 stars, but they still had playmakers that could still play football in this league. Why do you think they on a football team? Like, no, I don't want a Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is overrated. I don't want a Lamar Jackson. I don't. I would take Josh Allen, or a Josh Allen type of quarterback, than I do Lamar Jackson. I don't want a Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson can't throw the football. I'm sorry. He just can't. He's just good for his legs. But you still have NFL players, man. You still have NFL players on this football team for the Rams. Like, come on. Like, come on. Like, we not going to do that here. We just not going to do that. I mean, listen, it's a tough loss. I can't, like, they coming off of a 6-game losing streak. And this is why I hate when this is why I hate when the media says, "Oh, the Raiders is going to win this game." I'd rather the media says we'll lose this game than say we win this game. Because you notice when the media, do you notice when the media say that we're going to win a game and we lose? Do you see that? Do y'all see this pattern? I know y'all see this pattern. When everybody expect us to win, and this is why I said y'all need to subscribe to the Sports Zone podcast. You really need to subscribe to the Sports Zone podcast, because I literally just said, do not put expectations on this football team. I literally said it. I said, don't put expectations on this football team. Take it one game at a time. But everybody want to talk playoffs. Not me. When did you ever hear me talk playoffs? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me. Because I know damn well I didn't. But I don't think Josh McDaniels or Patrick Graham is going anywhere. I do not trust Josh McDaniels or Dave Ziegler to get us. Let me try to see if I can pull up the live on my computer so I can read the comments. So just give me a second, y'all. Give me 1 second. I said it, man. I said it in my live stream. I said it on my podcast, on the Sports Zone podcast. I said it. When you put expectations on this football team, they don't live up to the expectations. When you have low expectations for this team, then they live up to the expectations. This is the type of Raiders organization we are part of. It's sad, but it's true. It's sad, but it's true. It's sad, but it's true, man. But, I mean, I can't wait to look at the film of this. I cannot wait. Drop the link to the Sports Zone. I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do it right now. I'm actually trying to do it right now. So give me a second. The fact that we still have a chance to make it is still, even with the loss, hurts my soul. I'm not even talking. Listen, don't mention playoffs to me. Please don't. Don't mention playoffs to me. The playoffs are done, man. The playoffs are done. The playoffs are absolutely done. I don't know why, like, it's not letting my computer load up for some reason. Now it's saying I need to, like, wait. For some reason, I'm having issues with the live stream. Just put the Sports Zone podcast in there, man. I can't, like I'm on my phone, so I can't do it. I'm having, like, issues with the live stream. We got a 2.8%. You see exit page. See what happens. I'm gonna try to reload it and see what happens. But I mean, what can we expect, bro? Like it's like I don't. What do y'all expect the rest of the year, man? The Raiders are a dumpster fire. Even if we made the playoffs, we're going to lose the first game anyway. Listen, I don't even. Listen. This is why I want to get the shirts made. This is who we are. This is who we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is who we are. All right. So he says, I really don't think people understand how bad this loss is. Like beyond bad. It reminds me of this loss. Reminds me of the Cardinals game. This loss reminds me of the Cardinals game. Do it not. It'll remind you of the Cardinals game. It fucking repeated itself. It reminds me of the Cardinals game when we was up 20-3. And shout out to Trucker Monk for the $5 super chat. He said, if you was the coach, would you leave Josh Jacobs in the game? It shows Josh McDaniels has lost the team. No, I wouldn't have put Josh Jacobs back in. After he hurt his hand, I wouldn't have did it. 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 That's just me. I wouldn't have did it. Worse than the Cardinals game? I don't think it's worse than the Cardinals game. I don't think it's worse than the Cardinals game. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because even though the offense looked good in the first half of the Cardinals game, but they looked good in the first half, meaning first and second quarter. But listen, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna go back to what I said. This is who we are. This is exactly who we are. And I'm gonna get that t-shirt made, and I really hope y'all support it. I really hope y'all support it. I really hope y'all do. Honestly, I would limit to his snaps to begin with the player management. It sucks. Yes, it does. It absolutely sucks because I felt as though that we have all these running backs on the roster just to what? Just to keep running Josh Jacobs into the ground? What was the point of going to get Zamir White in the draft? What was the point of going to get Amir Abdullah in free agency? What is the point of getting Brandon Bolden to come over here where Brandon Bolden is just on special teams now? Like, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real with ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. What is the point of going to get 3 running backs and you still use a lot of workload on Josh Jacobs? At least the Cardinals, we lost to the starters. Listen, This is where y'all not understanding, right? It doesn't matter if you're a starter, no matter if you're a second stringer, no matter if you're a third stringer. You are a NFL professional player. An NFL player. That means you play this game at the highest level. It doesn't matter if your stars wasn't it. You still got to go out there and play a goddamn game. Regardless. And Baker Mayfield showed that. Even with 2 days prep. Even with Darnold being out. Even with Cup being out. Even with Stafford being out. This team is an NFL football team that get paid to play the game. They get paid to play. So, I'm confused on, they lost to a bunch of starters. We lost to a bunch of starters. Yeah, we did. We lost to an NFL football team. It doesn't matter who's out there. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we still have to play good football. I don't care if if you was a fifth stringer and you was getting paid $5,000 a month and you in the NFL, I do not care. I don't care. I don't care for tanking. I don't care for quitting. People saying if people. This is my thing though. People say they want a top 3 pick, right? Y'all want these top 5 picks. Who say these top 5 picks is going to pan out? Let's keep it all the way buck. We tanking for what? Players that we don't know how good they're going to be once they get into the league? Y'all got to make this shit make sense, man. Y'all got to really make this shit make sense. Hold up. I got y'all real quick. All right, I'm about to pin the post for the Sports Zone podcast. I'm about to pin the post. Give me 1 second. All right, so I just pinned it. I have a lot of respect for you. It sounds like an excuse of our starters. The reason is this is acceptable is the same reason we've been losing long. Good teams don't get beat by backups. Good teams don't get beat by backups, but at the same time, Ed Butts, that team still got to go out there and play and compete against those good teams. No matter, even though that I just subbed Darian. Thank you so much. Thank you. But like I said, man, and I completely understand where you're coming from. But what is the point? If that's the case, then what is the point of a 53-man roster? What is the point of that? What is the point of a 53-man roster if someone goes down? The next man got to step up. And that's what this Rams team did. It's the next man up. Even though they lost to a bunch of starters, they still got one of the best coaches in football in Sean McVay. Yes, they lost 6 straight. They was competitive last week against the Seahawks. They was competitive. Even with John Wolford, they were competitive. Y'all keep forgetting this Rams team. Just because they don't have Stafford and have Darnold and Kupp and all these guys, they just gonna bend over backwards and just lose games. They fighting through adversity after losing 6 games. They're fighting through adversity. And this might, even though they might not make the playoffs, but now they got something to play for. They feel like they got something to play for. And we just went back to our ways, man. We just went back to our ways of being too damn comfortable. Because that's what we are. We too damn comfortable. Carr has to go 10 years of nothing. The truth, you can say whatever you want about that. 10 years of nothing. But this man had, I don't even want to like get into Carr stuff, but they did mention it on Thursday Night Football with Carr. Right? Derek Carr had 6 different coaches in 9 years that he was here. Read your last comment. I can't because I didn't see it. We're paying Chandler Jones big money and he ain't doing shit. We pay Waller and Renfro and they ain't doing shit. I'd rather gamble and build through the draft on young and hungry guys. Let me tell you this though. Just because it's not showing up on that's where y'all have to understand this, man. Y'all really have to understand it. Even though when it comes to stats, we built ourselves off on stats, right? We built ourselves all on stat and productivity. But this is what I need y'all to do. Because I don't think y'all watch film. And I think I'm going to do a breakdown of Chandler Jones' film all year. Just because he had a coming out party last week, right? But he was still productive on the football field to a point where he's still like, it's the little stuff that people don't see about Chandler Jones. Yes, the number of sacks he doesn't get, which is fine. But nobody tells how he helps other players get sacks when running backs have to cut back inside. Stats don't show what happens in a real game. So for y'all to say he's not impactful, just because it doesn't show up on a stat sheet doesn't mean he's not impactful. So if that's the case, then where was Max Crosby last week? If we want to talk about Chandler Jones, where was Max Crosby last week? Because Chandler Jones looked like Max Crosby. Sure did. So you got to make it make sense. You got to make it make sense. So with me, Chandler Jones, it's not. It might not be showing up the way he's paying him, but I'd rather get rid of Waller. I'd rather get rid of Waller's paycheck and Renfro's paycheck before I get rid of Chandler Jones. I'd rather give up Waller and Renfro's check before I give up Chandler Jones' check. Chandler Jones played all year. What about Renfro and Waller? Please. I'm telling you, y'all gotta look at the game film, man. Y'all gotta look at the game film. And this is why I'm not calling out all three. Because I'm a fan of Chandler Jones. Just because it doesn't show up, just because Max Crosby got 11 and a half sacks, doesn't mean Chandler Jones not doing his job. Yeah, that's only when he's healthy. That's only when he's healthy. Darren Waller has not been healthy since the playoffs of last year. That's where y'all go wrong at again. If Derek Carr threw the interception in the end zone in the first half. No. If we wasn't running Josh Jacobs into the ground and run, and you don't throw the ball to Devontae Adams at all in the second half to the end of the fourth quarter, but we want to blame Carr for that. Yeah, we're going to blame Carr for the interception. Yeah, but that offense had more opportunities after that. 0 targets in the second half. What was the game plan? That's what I want to know. What was the game plan? Run. We just played conservative all second half. That's all we did. We played conservative as hell in the second half. The game plan sucked from top to bottom. We never moved away from it. We stopped feeding Matt Hollins. And I said it. Okay, Cooper Kupp got hurt and you didn't throw him away. I agree the availability is a big factor, but when you hurt, you're hurt. No. I'm not trying to hear that with Waller. I am not trying to hear that with Waller. I'm not trying to hear that with Waller. Waller could have been back. From the interview that came out that was leaked, he could have been back. Sorry, but not sorry. Waller's been injured since last year in the wild card game. That same fucking hamstring. Excuse my language, but the same hamstring. Come on, man. Waller has Too many excuses, bro. Now you know this. Y'all know y'all don't. I hope y'all don't peep this. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist. But you notice Waller wanted to come back when we won 3 in a row, right? I played 10 years, bro. Ed Butts, I played 10 years of football, and I played through hamstrings. But one thing I can say, hamstrings didn't last me almost 3 months. Hamstring injuries didn't last me 3 to 4 months. From February of last year going all the way to August to training camp. Waller knew what he was doing, bruh. I played fullback. I played offensive line. I played defensive line. I know it. I listen. That's why my mental's all fucked up. I think I got CTE from all the concussions that I got. Waller gave up once he got his contract. That's what it was. He wanted to get paid. He wanted to get paid. But y'all notice, the Raiders are 3-0. It's a rumor that he might come back for Thursday night football game. Oh, now you want to come back because he won 3 straight. Watch when I tell you he won't be back. Watch when I tell you he won't be back for next week. He's going to be out for next week. I put any amount of money on it. He's going to be out. I'm not a big fan of Waller anymore. Waller checked out since the Bengals game of last year. He checked out. Now, Hunter Renfrow, I expected that. I was not surprised that he was going to be hurt this year. I was not surprised after the year that he had last year. But Hunter Renfrow is missed in this offense. He really is. He's missed. Listen, no, it's the difference between being hurt and injured. It's a difference. I played hurt. Waller has not played hurt. Waller had one play in the Kansas City Chiefs game and just quit. We should have never paid Waller. Not right now. He should have proved that contract. But who am I? Who am I? That's all I'm saying. Who am I? But tough loss, man. It's a tough loss. I'm just done, man. I don't think he proved it. He didn't prove it last year. He didn't prove to get a contract last year. His numbers was down. The year before last, when he had almost 1,600 yards, yeah. It's a tough loss overall, man. It's a tough loss, and it's a real tough loss. I don't even know what to. I really don't know what to expect, man. But like I said, man, this is why I'm getting the shirts made. This is who we are. I'm gonna get a Raider shield, custom made, and it's gonna say this is who we are. Right, Waller who? See, I'm not even wearing a Raiders hat. Does anyone see that Carr is the only QB that doesn't make something happen on broken plays? Well, he did make one thing I can say about Carr tonight. He did move in the pocket in the first half. That's one thing I can say. He did move in the pocket, and he took that big hit from Bobby Wagner. He did move in the pocket to try to make something happen. But I'm going to definitely go back and look at the film on NFL Plus So I really advise y'all, before you criticize Carr or criticize any player on the Las Vegas Raiders, I advise y'all to go pay the $10 a month for the coaches film on NFL Plus. I really advise y'all to do that, because a lot of y'all be saying stuff because y'all actually watch the game on TV, but when you look at it on a coach's film, it's totally different. It's totally different. So when it comes down to this, like, now we don't have no game for 10 days. Waller is not focused strictly on football. Yeah, because his girlfriend played for the I think it's Kelsey Plummis's girlfriend, and she plays for the Las Vegas Aces. So, that's another story for another time. But, um, it's a tough loss, man. When Farrell went off sides on that punt, it was terrible. It then gave it was a lot of stuff that went down. Max Crosby went off sides on a play. Um, Pharrell went off sides. Tillery had a bad unsportsmanlike conduct. Amik Robinson, all you had to do was let that man go. Why would you? He was not 0 for 6 in the. I don't understand y'all, man. Y'all not watching the fucking game. I just look at the stats. The Raiders were 1 of 4. They did not get in the red zone 6 times. There was 1 of 4 in the red zone as a team. They were 1 of 4. They only went to the red zone 5 times. Please look at the stat again. Because I just did a live stream. I just did It's Hard Not Raider for Life organization, embarrassing 21 years of rebuilding, a commitment to failure, and we deserve better as a nation. We do. This is one of the toughest losses this year. I'm still going to do my Raiders content. I'm still going to give y'all the Raiders news. It's just stressful doing it. But nothing comes with Carr buying time. He has Adams running down the field. Yeah, but you can't throw to Adams. You can't throw to Adams every time. 104 is boo-boo. But people keep saying 0-6. I didn't see 6. I didn't see the stat that they was in the red zone 6 times. Somebody pull up that stat and send it to me on Spotlight Raiders Talk on Instagram or Twitter. Because I keep seeing one of 4. But people keep telling me 0-6. But I'm like, oh, we forgot that Josh Jacobs did have a touchdown on the first drive of the game that was in the red zone. Which that was the best play calling that Josh McDaniel did the whole game on that drive. It was just a very, very suspicious play calling after that first drive. Very, very suspicious play calling. Very. But like I said, man, I think I'm gonna do a film breakdown of this game. I gotta see the coaches film this game. Regardless, it's 5 times in the red zone and you didn't. It's pathetic for a top 10 QB. But it's not just all. It's not just all Carr. See, this is my thing. You can't blame just Carr for being in the red zone. It was a lot of things that went into it as a offense. Not just, yes, understand he's the quarterback, he's the engine, and everything of that nature. But the tape don't lie. You have offensive linemen like Dylan Parham getting bullied on the offensive line. Getting bullied. Then you have Jermaine Illuminor with holding. So the tape don't lie, but you just can't blame Carr for this offensive, the way the offense played. When Alex, and I'm gonna go back to what I said. When Alex Barr and Illuminor went down, especially Alex Bars. When Alex Bars went down, the offense stinked. So it shows that Alex Bars is more valuable to this offensive line than we really thought. Let's keep it real. The play calling stinked. Like the play calling when you call a halfback draw on 39 where you know you could have did a wide receiver screen with Devontae Adams. That's Josh Jacobs. That's not Derek Carr. You get what I'm saying? Carr is the leader, and he has the option to call pass. As a leader, you see your running back hurt, and you ask for the ball. But my thing is this though. We go back to if you want to play hurt or injured. In this instance, Josh Jacobs was playing injured and did not want to come out the game. I think he was forced. Carr's been here with. I'm not listen. I'm not blaming. Listen, if you want to blame just specifically Derek Carr for this game, leave. Leave right now. If you really think you just specifically gonna blame this game on Derek Carr and don't blame nobody else, leave the chat. Leave it. Because I'm not gonna sit here and just keep blaming Carr. Where you had like this, it's a team loss. You have 22 players on the football team, 11 on offense and 11 on defense. It's a team game. Carr is a part of this blame. Carr's a part of this. Oh, yeah, listen, I said it in the live stream. See, where was y'all at when I did the actual game? Right, it's coaches. It's a whole. It's as a whole. You can't blame one person for a whole organization failure. You just can't. Because you know what? Y'all same people that don't come in the live streams during the game, the same people that don't come in the live stream during the games, y'all don't see what I see. And this is why, like I said, I'm recommending for y'all to go get the NFL Plus app and pay that $10 a month so you can look at the coaches' film and stop looking at the game just on Sundays. But we're not going to keep blaming Carr. I got a question, though. Are we blaming Carr for the 98-yard drive from Baker Mayfield? Are we blaming Carr for that? I would love to know. That's the only thing I'm asking. Are we blaming Carr for the 98-yard drive? I'm just asking the question because Carr wasn't on the field when Baker Mayfield scored a touchdown. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But at the same time, this defense. I mean, you gotta play. In this game, you gotta play devil's advocate. In this game, you gotta play devil's advocate. But let's keep it real though. Let's keep it real. This Josh McDaniels play calling was the reason why we lost this game. You see when Josh McDaniels is aggressive, you see Derek Carr play well when it's aggressive. When it's not aggressive, you know what? I can't. Only reason why only reason. How about this though? Y'all want to say that, right? But how about this? Are we blaming Derek Carr for Josh McDaniels not going for it on 4th and 1 to get the first down to end the game and then punting the ball back to them, being down to the 2-yard line? Let's keep it real. Let's talk about the little things that a lot of people don't talk about. Okay, it was 121 left. 121 left in the fourth quarter. We didn't get the first down. We didn't get the first down. It's 4th and 1. They don't have no timeouts. Why we don't go for it? Why we don't go for it? But I agree with you. Derek Carr does play better in a no huddle offense. He does. And who the hell is Mario? Be respectful. If he's not being respectful, give him the boot. Give him the boot. We should have went for it on that 4th-1. They had no tight. They had no understand the field position. I could completely understand with the field position. I could completely understand that. But if they have no timeouts and we on a 4th-1, and we've been getting the fourth downs pretty lately in the last couple of games. We've been getting the fourth downs. I respect where you. Let me see. Hold up. Hold up. The fuck. Oh, I don't know. I respect where you coming from, but you can't defend no TD in the red zone. It was a touchdown in the red zone. It wasn't from Derek Carr, but we did get a touchdown in the red zone. It wasn't from Derek Carr, but we did get a touchdown in the red zone, and that was Josh Jacobs. What changes do you expect the team at the end of the season? Carr has 16 passes in the first half, but some reason Josh McDaniels took the ball out of his hands. Yeah, holding penalties need to be 5 yards. No, that's not gonna happen. Baker Mayfield blew us up embarrassing. Hey, I actually hate this team. We have to wait till next year to be competitive. And just because the NFL draft is coming up doesn't mean these players are guaranteed to be great in the league. Because you know what? The one thing about us as Raiders fans, and I'm going to be completely real, one thing about us about Raiders fans, not me, because I just know. I just know that a lot of y'all fans put high expectations on a team that don't know how to draft, number one. I wish we did more quarterback sneaks. I feel like Carr would have easily got the first down on 4th-1 situations. That's a fact. And as Raiders fans, people are waiting for the NFL draft to happen. Please tell me when the Raiders had a good draft in the last 10 years. Please tell me. A different front office will stop comparing it. That's dumb. No, it's not dumb. It's not dumb. It's not dumb. It's not dumb. We didn't even have a good draft this year. So what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what? Yes, Dylan Parham, he's all right. Darren Munther, he's all right. But this draft wasn't that at its best. Khalil Mack and Carr, that probably was the best draft that we had. Let's keep it real. In the last 5 years, outside of Carr and Khalil Mack, who did we have? Let's keep it real. We never had a good draft. It wasn't a good draft, but nobody expected Carr to be what Carr is today. We never had a great first pick since 2001, and I was a freshman in high school. So, did we draft Cordell Patterson? No, we didn't. I don't think we drafted. I think we drafted Cordell Patterson. Max Crosby is the only good thing. But I'm talking about outside of a few players. I'm talking about a full year. A full year. Give a whole draft. You tell me a whole draft class that we had that was great since 2001. Y'all just saying players. I want to see 1 year. 1 year and go back to that 2001 NFL draft and tell me the list of players. I'm just if that's my thing. My thing is this though. We say we need to get rid of Derek Carr. We see we need to get rid of this. We need to get rid of that. What is the plan? And I'm actually off for the fans because I'm about to get off of here in a little bit. So you can't really think of a draft class that was great in this organization since 2001. You just can't. You just can't. You can't think of a great draft class, not just individual players, a draft class. But y'all want to get rid of Derek Carr. Y'all want to get rid of all these players, right? So what is your game if you were the GM, right? What would be your game plan? What's the plan? What would be the plan if you were sitting in that GMC? What would be your plan? Because you know what's funny though? Yeah, Raul, oh too, you can't name a full draft class. That's what I'm saying. You can't name a full draft class. We will find out when Dave Ziegler has the guy who drafts Bill Belichick, and we'll find out next year if this GM is a different than others. I'm John Rader. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, bro. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If John Gruden, right, and I don't like saying his name, but if John Gruden didn't have the power of like, because I know in his 10-year contract, John Gruden had power when it came to drafting. Now, if John Gruden was just an NFL coach and let Mike Mayock actually draft who he wanted to draft, I think we'll have a different perspective. And I'm hearing in these other chats that everybody wants to bring in Tom Brady. I would never accept Tom Brady as a Raider. Anyone will compete with a trader. I'm here come the quarterback talks. I'll leave those quarterback talks alone. I don't think Carr can play defense, but maybe I'm just tripping. Do y'all really think a different QB can change that? Hire Coach Prime and draft Shador Sanders in 2 years. I'm gonna just let y'all talk, man. I said what I had to say. The Raiders are a complete dumpster fire for this year. We are a complete dumpster fire. The season is basically over. Um, we were supposed to go on this run and be 10-7 and try to make the playoffs, and that's just not happening. Yes, people had a great draft if Gruden just stayed as a head coach and let Mike Mayock just work his thing. That's a fact. That's a fact. Jamarcus Russell over Megatron. The draft solid DT quarterback in the second, backup Carr, fill holes on the defense throughout the draft. This has to be a defensive minded, but I wouldn't mind getting Carr's replacement. Who would be Carr's replacement? It will be in the draft, or you'll get somebody in free agency. I mean, we all do is run so a QB could be at least contribute to a TD. We good because the teams belongs to JJ. Carr showed today why he ain't worth more than 20 million. It's a lot of quarterbacks in the league that's not worth 20 million. It's a lot of quarterbacks in this league that's not worth 20 million. We had the game wrapped up 3 minutes ago on the game, and all of a sudden it flipped on top. Yeah. Well, look at Hayward Bay over Crabtree. Exactly why he'd be dumb and pay him. If we can't get Lamar or Rodgers drafted QB, we're not getting Lamar Jackson or Aaron Rodgers. So please get that out your head. Aaron Rodgers is not coming to Vegas and Lamar Jackson's not coming. Y'all wanted him to do that this year and it didn't happen. Like, what? What? Devontae Adams got away from Aaron Rodgers. What makes you think he wants to be back with Aaron Rodgers? Like, I'm, I'm going in another direction there, but the Raiders had the one thing about the Raiders, right? The Raiders had a lot of talented players. Yeah, you could dream. You could dream, but I mean, listen, it's a lot of talented players that the Raiders want that we never get. That's just fact. A new coach is what need conservative gameplay, trying to run The clock out is not going to work. Honestly, I'd rather have Devontae Adams came closer to his family and his team grew up loving. Yeah, but if you I don't know if you watched the press conference a couple of days ago when he said the reason why he came here because of Carr. He really came here because of Carr. Yes, his family is here and he's always been a Ravens fan, but Carr was in that aspect too. We have been in last in the defense the last 20 years. We need to go defense heavy in this draft as well as free agency. Until we are top 10 defense, we will never win. Thank you. Until we in the first half, we're throwing dimes to Devontae Adams and went away from it. Defense or die. That's a fact. That's a fact. But it's a tough loss, man. It's a really a tough loss. Shout out to Baker Mayfield though. Spotlight. I mess with you. Thank you, Alfredo. I appreciate it. Um, I appreciate it, but I mean, at the end of the day, I mess with Derek Carr. Okay, I mean, everybody mess with Derek Carr, but I don't mind you giving the blame to Derek Carr, but I just want you to keep the same energy for the rest of the team. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm really saying. Like, I'm not saying not put the blame on Derek Carr. I say yes, put the blame on Derek Carr. But if you're gonna blame Derek Carr, you have to blame all those 21 other players that played in this game. So let's keep it in mind. It's 22 players that play on a football team. It's well, technically it's 53, but I'm saying as far as starters go, you have to have 11 on offense and 11 on defense, and the only way that works is both sides work together. That's it. And I'm just talking from a coach's standpoint because as a coach and me being a former offensive coordinator, I can't just blame my quarterback for things that's going on. What if the receivers ain't getting open? And then you have offensive holding. Then we have then we have the running backs fumble the ball. Like, a lot of things can happen in an offense that you can't really blame a quarterback. Like, prime example, you hand the ball off to Josh Jacobs and he fumbles. But he was down by contact, but he fumbles. You can't blame Carr for that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like when it comes down to it, if you're going to blame the quarterback, you got to put all aspects into it. I gave them that work too, though. Okay, I'm sure Derek Carr can't anymore either. He is our QB, though. We're going to be glory wins, blames, and losses. Right. And that's what the Red Nation is just going to have to deal with. At the end of the day, Derek Carr is our quarterback. He's going to be our quarterback until he probably dies, God forbid. But he's our quarterback, and that's what we have to deal with. We have to deal with. I can't see us getting a quarterback right now. But I don't see us getting a quarterback in the draft probably like to the third round. Because we have more holes on this team than just a quarterback. We have more holes on this team. So yeah, so it's going to be a dumpster fire year. 8 losses is not going to get us in the playoffs. Um, it, there was a lot of opportunities for us to get field goals or TDs, but we made mistakes, and it's a team loss. Coaches and players, yes, coaches and players, man. It's coaches and players at the end of the day, but it's been a true dumpster fire, of the way this season has been going, and I didn't think this was going to be the loss. I just didn't think that this was going to be the loss, but this is who we are, Raider Nation. This is exactly who we are. And I can't even be mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was mad during the live stream earlier, but I can't even be mad at it, y'all. I really can't. So, Raider Nation, thank y'all so much for being in the live stream. It's been truly a dumpster fire of a live stream. Make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Um, you know, I'm just 100% raw, lit, uncut. I don't take no bullshit, but at the same time, um, people know how to. I know how to eat my words too if I am wrong. So, Raider Nation, thank y'all so much, man. I felt comfortable in the game all the way into Cleveland Farrell offsides on the punt. No, see, I wasn't comfortable with the game at all. I thought that Josh McDaniels was going to put the foot on the neck in the second half. meaning that you're going to call aggressive plays. You're going to call aggressive plays, and you did. You didn't call aggressive plays at all, in my absolute opinion. Um, but Josh Jacobs is banged up, so hopefully this team can heal. This team can get ready for next week's game. Um, and that's what we're going to look forward to. I'm not going to talk about this game no more. I said what I had to say about this game. Thank you to everyone that came through the live. I might have to invest in another laptop or another computer, because now my streams are lagging, on OBS. So I'm trying to see what's going on with that. And I'm going to try to fix that, though. I'm going to check my internet speed and everything of that nature. Hopefully, by the time that that happens, then I can, you know, I could actually get that one. It wasn't that bad spot. I know, but y'all know me, my shits don't usually lag. I agree, it should have been way more aggressive and threw the ball more. But Derek Carr only throws 4 passes. That is mind boggling. Yeah, I'm surprised he only threw the ball 20 times tonight. He only threw the ball 20 times tonight. But thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. Make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe. Shout out to everybody that donated to the channel. If you do want to donate to the channel, man, y'all can. If y'all want to become members of the channel, the link is in the description to become members of the channel. If you want to subscribe to the Sports Zone podcast, which I do my podcast every Tuesday, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time over there on my second YouTube channel, which is the Sports Zone podcast, which is linked in the pinned comments right here. So make sure y'all go subscribe to the Sports Zone podcast, with my co-host, which is Couch Coast Live. If you want to follow me on Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Spotlight Raiders, Spotlight Art and Talk, and on Instagram at Spotlight Raiders Talk. Thank y'all so much for tuning into this live stream, man. I gotta get up and go to work in a couple hours and talk about how the hell we lost this game. But like I said, this is any given Sunday, any given Thursday. You just never know how your team is going to come out and play, But thank y'all so much, man. I really appreciate all the supporters. If it wasn't for y'all, I would not be able to do these live streams like this. But y'all blessed and have a good night. I love y'all, and content will be coming soon. Content will be coming soon as far as like the breakdown. I want to do a film breakdown of this actual game. I really have to do that. Take care, and y'all have a good night, man. I'm out of here. Peace.